Oh no, folks. Bitcoin down again. This is pretty insane. So it looks like Bitcoin is about to crash below 100K. All of the Bitcoin treasury stocks have been crushed. Even gold is down, okay? This is a market-wide dump. So gold is down, NASDAQ 100, MSTR, of course. Bitcoin's about to dip below 100K. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum's been absolutely wrecked. And my BMNR position has tanked as well. So according to MSTR, this is a very, very key support level that could be broken today. Okay, we take a look here. MSTR in the past has kind of bounced off of this key support level. So I would draw this support level here so everyone can see it. So we draw a key support line about 250. This is a really, really important level. Okay, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Okay, there was some positive news. So we draw this support line here. If we break this, things could get a lot worse. Okay, now I don't think the stock is going to tank to $100, but I really expect some buyers to come into the stock. And of course, we have some awesome new updated news. STRE just launched a brand new euro-denominated preferred security called STRE. Okay, that was announced yesterday. So the reason why the video is a little bit delayed is because I had to spend a lot of time actually rewatching the presentation over and over again to kind of understand it, because since this is the first globally listed product, it's completely new. So let's talk a little bit about it. So this article was posted on the blog. It says STRE proposes a Euro STRE share offering to fund future Bitcoin buys. Okay, and the IPO is going to offer 3.5 million shares of STRE as Strategy plans its global takeover. So the company alluded to this in the Q3 earnings call that it was going to offer the similar preferred shares in Europe and in Canada. So let's take a look at the presentation. So STRE, okay, known as Stream, is a professional preferred stock. Okay, it's a long duration, high yield Euro credit offering. Okay, it has a fixed dividend of 10%. It's going to be listed on the Luxembourg Stock Exchange. Okay, it should be listed on the Luxembourg Stock Exchange probably by the end of the month. You'll be able to purchase this. Okay, within a few weeks or so. Okay, it has a quarterly dividend. Okay, once again, Saylor is going to basically dilute and offer this preferred security in order to acquire more Bitcoin. But the problem is that Bitcoin is crashing. So right now, what is Bitcoin at? Well, Bitcoin is literally $300 from dipping below 100K. This is a market-wide dump. Pretty scary stuff, I'm not going to lie. And we take a look here. Bitcoin is now down 10% in Q4. It's down already 6% in November. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about this product in depth. If you're interested in selling covered calls on your position, because I know a lot of you are down on your positions a lot, and a lot of those call options that I was loading in anticipation for an S&P 500 inclusion on December 5th, a lot of those calls are not printing. So I do have some strategies to protect your shares in your portfolio listed in MSTR options cash flow. The guide isn't just about making money with call options. It's also about hedging your position and selling covered calls as well. So I also have different strategies in the ebook. It's not just all buy calls, price go up. So be sure to check out and get a copy of that. It's $49. That can help kind of alleviate a lot of discomfort while we basically wait for Bitcoin to rebound. So let's talk a little bit about kind of some of the interesting things, and we're going to my presentation, and we're going to wrap this video up. Okay, so this article is listed on coinpaper.com. Now the price of STRE will be try to be listed at around 100 euros, okay, which is about $115 in USD, quarterly dividend, okay. And there are a couple of interesting stipulations on this product, okay. It's a cumulative dividend product, so and if somehow your strategy misses a dividend payment or something like that, the company has around 60 days to kind of play catch up and try to make those dividend payments, okay. And that's kind of the way that they put together this security. So I know about half of you watching my channel are, from the United States like I am, but the other half of you live abroad. So this product was introduced to kind of bridge the gap, okay, not just to focus on US based investors, but to give global investors, better yield. So let's dig into the presentation a little bit more. So the best comparison to STRE, the new stream product, would be STRF, Strife. Okay, so once again, very similar. Basically, Saylor and Phong Le basically copied, STRF and just basically made a new product for EU investors, okay, for European investors, and STRE. So this works because this should disrupt, okay, the European digital credit market, all right? So we take a look here at STRE. It offers far superior yields to, private European credit, hybrids, junk bonds, investment grade, commercial paper, money market accounts, and bank accounts. So this is a product that a lot of people in Europe can benefit from. They can literally use this, earn quarterly dividends, and stack up their cash. And these types of products become increasingly important, especially during volatile times for Bitcoin, where the price is dumping. You can simply generate yield and sit back and collect dividends and wait for things to stabilize. So now, it's pretty hilarious. I was looking on social media. I'm trying to find some humor in this horrible situation that we're all in right now as we watch a lot of our net worth tank. In case, for the record, I'm 90% MSTR and 10% BMNR in terms of pretty much my net worth, pretty much for my retirement account and everything like that. So it's been difficult. I'm not going to lie. One of the things I wanted to do with this channel, for those of you who've been following me, is that I am a long-term thinker and I plan to hold MSTR for the next 20 years. So I'm trying to stay long-term minded. I'm trying to lower my time preference, but it's been emotionally challenging for me. I've been sleeping a lot more than lately. I've been just basically hitting the snooze button and trying to just not be shaken out of my position, even though there's been so many haters and so much negativity. We've got tons of messages saying, oh, MSTR is going to crash to 100 and things like that. And if you take a look here at the preferred stock listings, we have STRF, STRC, STRE, STRK, and STRD. A lot of people were making comments on Reddit and social media saying all we need is STRU, so we'll be straight effed, if you know what I mean. I don't want to say this on the channel to trigger a strike or something like that, but I'm sure everyone can read between the lines here. So are we straight effed? So let's go into the presentation and kind of dig a little bit more into this product, and I'll kind of share my thoughts. Over the short run, I think times will be lean, so I'm not going to lie, but there are greener pastures ahead. So, okay, so as I mentioned earlier, STRE is the strategy's first European preferred security, okay? It's denominated offering 10% annual dividends. Those dividends will be paid quarterly. Now, a lot of you were wondering where this will be listed. This will be listed on the Euro MTF Luxembourg exchange. I alluded to that earlier. Just a little bit about that. I had to educate myself as well because as a US-based investor, I don't really know too much about the European markets. So on the Euro MTF, it was established in 2005. The Euro MTF is the first multilateral trading facility established in Europe, and it's entirely regulated by the Luxembourg Stock Exchange. There's over 16,500 securities listed with an outstanding value of 2.2 trillion. So we're definitely in good company. And this is the first step, I think, in terms of the alpha that was presented in the Q3 2025 earnings call, where Michael Saylor said he wanted to create a monster and basically offer a comfortable retirement for 1 billion people. Great. But in the short run, it's been really, really taxing. And now looking at MSTR sitting at $250 with the weekly RSI in the basement. Okay, now the weekly RSI is at 35. Really hasn't been this low in years. Okay, well, it looks like some people have came in to buy Bitcoin on the dip. That's a good sign. We take a look here at Bitcoin. Once again, this video, I'm recording this video live during trading hours, obviously. Bitcoin, maybe Bitcoin will bounce here. Now, another thing I noticed, okay, about MSTR that I didn't really like was the quarterly chart. Okay, we take a look here at the quarterly chart. Man, this is not good. So quarterly, the RSI, we've broken below that support line, and there's just a lot of red. So I don't know. Will dip buyers come in? Hopefully the dip buyers will come in. Okay, so now MSTR's global takeover of digital credit market begins. Downside is there's going to be more dilution in the short run, right, to buy more Bitcoin. So remember, Bitcoin is a long-term duration asset. It's volatile, okay? Right now, we look like fools as all the short sellers are laughing to the bank right now as their positions become more valuable and our shares are losing value. But, I keep alluding to the 100-day lag from gold's top on October 20th. That should play out. Bitcoin will probably be trading near, all-time highs by the end of the year, leading into the end of January. If history repeats, when gold hits an all-time high, usually Bitcoin lags about 100 days. So this is definitely a period where I think a lot of people are going to be afraid, rightfully so. But remember, we are a Bitcoin treasury company, okay? So as Bitcoin goes, MSTR goes. So just remember that we're not alone. All of the Bitcoin treasury companies are getting crushed, and all of the Bitcoin holders are getting crushed as well. So this isn't like an isolated event. It's not like MSTR is dumping and every other stock is up like we saw earlier. This is a market-wide sentiment change, okay? So if we head over to CoinMarketCap, we can see that now the fear and greed index is in fear, and the crypto market cap has really sold off, down 5% today. So, wow, good news is, there is some good news, I would say, okay? Good news is that more dilution will be able to purchase more Bitcoin, and that could pay off in the future. So this could be something like where you go to the gym and you work out and then your muscles are sore for a couple of days and they build back stronger. That's how I'm trying to think about this. That's how I'm trying to position it. That's how I'm trying to stay calm. Okay. So I'll tell everyone, be prepared for short-term volatility. Some of the things that I'm doing to cope with this, one of the things I'm doing is I'm sleeping more. Okay. I've deleted Facebook. Okay, I know there's a lot of negativity on social media, and Facebook is definitely one of the things that I had to get rid of in order to kind of survive this tough period. So for me, it was no Facebook use. I had to get rid of something, and I just, for my emotions to basically remain stable. Other things I've done is I've cleaned up my diet. Okay, tried to eat healthier, tried to go to the gym. It's, surviving this period and not capitulating and giving up. I've been holding this stock for 5 years, and it's been tough to see basically half of my net worth disappear, and watch a lot of my some of my call options bleed out. Obviously, now I didn't go all in on options. I recommend everyone. For some of you out there, you probably shouldn't put any more than 1 to 5% of your portfolio on options, but you can also hedge. Okay, you can also buy put options as well to protect yourself. So right now, I think if you are in this for the long term, try to kind of do a few things to improve your personal life to help you get through this tough period of time, because I do believe we are not done. I don't believe that Bitcoin is simply going to just dump below 100K and everybody's going to panic and now we're in the bear market. No, I don't believe that. I truly believe that Bitcoin is going to follow global liquidity. And even if you see here, we can kind of see that there's kind of a bit of a support line forming here. Okay, we're going to see if Bitcoin bounces right off of that support line and runs higher, and that could definitely happen. Okay, remember the U.S. government is currently shut down. If the government reopens, that's going to be bullish, and hopefully, we bounce off of this support line. Okay, Bitcoin's looks like it's bounced over 100K. Maybe it bounces and we head higher. Okay, now Michael Saylor and many experts have said that we're going to see $150,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. If that doesn't happen, then we'll have to figure out a different strategy. But hopefully we just simply bounce off that support line for Bitcoin and run higher. Okay, if that happens, then I expect a massive reversal in the price for MSTR as well. We could bounce off this support line here at 250 and run much higher. So I think the smart money, the smart money with long-term vision, with a long-term holding period, okay, they're going to benefit from these low prices at 250. If you have a time frame of longer than 5 years, this is a great entry point for you. If you're trying to make a quick buck, you probably want to proceed with caution here. Okay, if you're thinking you're going to buy MSTR at 250 and quickly flip it, that's probably not going to happen. So we might chop for another week or two. Once the U.S. government reopens, I think things are going to pick back up. But this is just a tough time right now. So good news is that we got some new products coming out. Bad news is Bitcoin doesn't want to cooperate. So like I said, I'll do my best to continue to make videos. It's not easy, seeing and watching my net worth tank like this, but like I said, I experienced the highs of MSTR, and now I'm experiencing some of the lows. So, that's what happens, that's what happens in business sometimes, in life, and that can definitely happen in the stock market. So hang in there, everyone. If you need more assistance and help, join the MSTR Investors Club and hang out in our Discord chat. And let me know how everyone's feeling in the comments. And see you in the next one. Take care.